Currently at Freedom High School, students are allowed to park in the parking lot if they pay a fee of $100 per semester and $200 for the entire year. Students have many opportunities to get to school. They can ride with a friend, they can walk, they could ride the bus, or they could drive. The majority of the students prefer to drive because riding the bus is not fun for anybody, and walking in the cold is no fun. So most students want to drive, but unfortunately the prices are so expensive that students have to park on the street. And when they park on the street, there comes with many negative consequences. For example, there's not very many crosswalks, so students just tend to walk across the street whenever it's convenient for them. This becomes an issue because parents who are busy, stressed, and just trying to get to work on time are not paying attention to what's in front of them, which is the students who are crossing the street in the middle of rush hour. This becomes a major safety hazard, so we're trying to get these students into the parking lot. Not only does the parking lot have many benefits like being closer, you can also get what you need from your car need be, but if you park on the street and an accident occurs, the school can't really do much. If you're not on the property, you can't go get anything you've forgotten. You really can't get the school to help you much because it's not on their property. So this becomes an issue, and it's extremely dangerous. So we're trying to fix this by lowering the prices and get the students into the parking lot and off Riding Center Drive where there's major safety hazards, and doing this while giving the school the total revenue that they deserve.
Out of all the surveys that were conducted, we chose 50 people to see who drives to school, who's willing to pay, and other various information that we needed for our project. So 29% of the 50 people said that they already drive to school. 42% said they don't drive to school, so that means they ride the bus or they walk. And the remaining 29% said that they ride with other people to school. 42% out of those people said that they will drive to school in the future, so this includes freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Then we were seeing who's willing to pay $100 still. 44% said, yes, I will pay $100, but 56% said no. So we needed some other information for our project to help us out. So 30% of the 50 people said that they are willing to pay more to park close, and 60% of the people said that they will park further away for a cheaper price.
Okay, so before we wanted to get into our presentation of our actual parking plan, I just wanted to go over a few of the goals that we had in order to create a successful plan. So our first goal is, since the school board's revenue from the parking pass sales is around $40,000, our main concern for creating the parking pass system was to keep that revenue at around $40,000. So the second goal is, one of the main concerns of reorganizing and redoing the price system was whether or not kids would really want to participate, and whether they would use other means to get to and from school. Maybe it's a bus or a parent or a carpool, but we really wanted to encourage using the parking system in our parking lots. So one of our goals is to create an incentivizing system for the students so they feel like they have a reason to park in the parking lot, and we kind of give them a little encouragement when it comes to where and how they get to school. That being said, on a broader scale, we want to create a variable pricing system that is not only variable but very comprehensive for the average student or teacher or faculty member to explain to the student body. We found that to be critical in creating a plan, and we want it to be pretty black and white so it's easily understood by a large majority of people. The pricing system will be based on the parking space's proximity to the school main entrance and will be priced accordingly. One of the most important goals that we have planned for is creating a plan that aligns with the student body's wishes as a whole, based off of our survey results. So we are taking into account what the students want, and based off of their preferences both currently and in the future, we are making a plan that suits that.
So we have a proposal to this issue. When we took our survey results, we basically found out that people wanted to either pay a lot for a really close up spot or not as much for a really far away spot. So to accommodate everybody, we made 3 parking designated spots. The first one is called the Platinum Pass, and this one's going to be like this little itty bitty section that is just for the people who want to pay $200, who are already paying that and want to be really close to the school and have the convenience. That would be $100 per semester, $200 for the entire year. Next, we'd have the Gold Pass. The Gold Pass is kind of the medium, pretty big designated spots, kind of will have a lot of options. If you show up early, you're pretty close. If you show up late, you're kind of far away. It's still $50 less, so it would be $75 for the entire semester or $150 for the entire year, so it's still cheaper than $200. Lastly, we would have the Silver Pass. The Silver Pass would be for anybody who really doesn't want to pay a lot of money, really doesn't want to walk or ride the bus, so they want to drive. This is their alternative. They get to have a parking spot that's $50 per semester or $100 for the entire year. So they still get to park in the parking lot, have all the accommodations. They just park extremely far away. But this is still safe. It's a lot safer than being on Writing Center Drive. We pick these colors based off the school. Like platinum is for black, gold is for gold, and then silver is like for the gray. So it would kind of like be a play on the school colors. After doing the math, if every single spot in the parking lot is full, we would reach a total revenue of $50,900.
As explained in earlier slides, we will have a modified parking layout. 2 sections or 2 rows will be $200 because that's how much people are willing to pay. The rest of the closer lot will be $150 a year or $75 a semester. The further away lot, or the lot that's closer to the band lot, will be $100 a year or $50 a semester. We did some calculations, and if the whole lot sold out, it would just be over $50,000. If the $200 a year area sold out, which is about 64 spots, it would be about $12,800. If the $150 a year area, which is about 168 spots, sold out, that would be about $25,000. And if the $100 an area year sold out, which is about 129 spots, that would be about $12,000 or $13,000 a year. This is our modified parking lot layout. So as you can see here, we have a $200 section, and there's only 2 rows of that because not a lot of people were willing to pay $100. The rest of this side of the lot is $150 a year. The further away section will be $100 a year.
Okay, so here are some additional solutions and details to our parking pass project. We came up with the idea of Senior Week, which is basically a mini incentivizing system where seniors can buy and pick out their parking passes a week before everyone else. And since street parking will no longer be something to worry about, students will be able to move more quickly throughout the parking lot and will also be able to turn left. Additionally, students in the far lot near the band lot will be able to use the second exit, which should make traffic flow easier and quicker. Most importantly, based off of some calculations, we discovered that the school board has around a $5,000 revenue safety net, just in case something that wasn't projected happens, such as not purchasing as many parking passes as we would have thought or something of that nature.